Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thanks for hanging in there with us and joining us for the fun part. And thank you to all of the partners who are here. I'm going to ask, I told you I'm not awesome with scripts. So I'm going off script, and I'm going to ask all of us who have been attending this conference to please thank our significant others, our spouse, our support system who's here with us. Please join me in thanking all of them for the sacrifices they make. Thank you. Thank you for being here and for joining us and for your support of the work that we are trying to do. Okay, it is such a privilege for me to get to do this. And if you'll bear with me, I have to get in such a way, the lighting, I can hardly see this, so I'm going to turn it this way. Many of you who are elected officials here had the privilege of working with former Utah League of Cities and Towns board member and North Ogden Mayor Brent Taylor, who was just beginning his second term as mayor when he was deployed to serve in the Utah National Guard in Afghanistan. He said goodbye to his beautiful wife and his 7 children to leave for his 4th tour of duty, his second time in Afghanistan. But in November of 2018, he was killed in the line of duty. Mayor Taylor and his wife were driven by service to country, community, faith, and family. We are proud to give an annual award in the honor of the late Mayor Brent Taylor, and we welcome so warmly his wife, Jennie, who's here with us tonight. Please help me welcome Jennie Taylor.
First of all, that musical number was beautiful, and I love that it just happened to be tied into 9/11. I have a passion for that day on the calendar and everything it stands for, so thank you to our performers for sharing that. It's great to be here with you, and I kind of can't believe we're back here again, because doesn't it seem like 5 minutes ago we were here for the 2021 annual convention? Except, to be honest, I wasn't here last year. I had to join you by video. And to be fair, none of you were here in 2020 because you had to join by video because of COVID. And so it feels great to finally be back together in the same room. But for me, this is a new room. I've never been to ULCT in this venue, and it's a new time of year. I've never not come to ULCT in September. And as I'm reflecting on all of the things that seem new to me as I walked into this old, familiar group of people, I realized there's probably also a lot of you who are new. New to the position you now hold. Maybe you're brand new to the league. Maybe you're new to politics or city government. And maybe you're new enough to have no clue who I am or who my husband ever was. Why do you laugh at that? That's so funny. And so as I reflect on the different newness that brings us here tonight, I want to speak a little bit to the great job that you're doing, the difficult job that you're doing, the difficult job that you're willing to do, and that most of us, frankly, don't even want to. What matters, what I've realized most, is that time continues to do what time seems to do best, and that is march on. Whether you like it or not, time keeps going and truth is truth, and there's nothing that can stop that. So here you are in this time and this place, holding the office you hold as if you have come unto it at this time and for this place. Now, whether it was God ordained that you end up here, or karma, or luck of the draw, or somebody else resigned and you had to fill a vacancy, that's kind of irrelevant. The fact is, here you are, holding the office you hold, and you hold it now, at this time, and for a time. And I imagine that the goal of each of you is to be right on time with the things that you're trying to do. Because let's be honest, it's only a matter of time before somebody else comes and takes your place. And so you seek to be right for this time. You seek to be right for your residents, right for your city, right for the needs of today, while somehow having to make decisions that will affect every coming unknown of tomorrow. Your job is harder than it looks, and pays less than most people think. And yet, it's a job you took. And for a lot of you, it's probably a job you fought to get. And so tonight at this time, I'd like to remind you that this really is your time. It's your time to lead. It's your time to serve. It's your time to do the work and the research and the heavy lifting and the difficult analyzing. It's your time to listen and process the things you hear. It's your time to go out and seek input. To remember that if your city is in desperate need of a strong citizen-led initiative in order to affect change, you are the very citizen who has been selected to lead such a change. People like me who cast votes for people like you didn't elect you so that we can insist you give us our way. We elected you because we're desperate for you to lead the way. And so you do the homework and the hard work and sometimes even the handiwork that most of us just aren't willing to do. But you are. You said so, remember, when you campaigned for the office? And even if you never said that on the campaign trail, at some point you took an oath that you would be willing to do that very thing. Most of us, as regular citizens, can't attend every city council meeting or analyze every issue. We don't study the budget in detail, and we don't really know the ins and outs of running a city, even though some of us show up during public comments and like to pretend we do. Now, some people in today's society might think that people like me who don't do those things are apathetic because we don't show up to every city council meeting and analyze every issue. We admittedly don't study the budget, and we're honest about the fact that we don't know what it takes to run the ins and outs of a city. We don't even try to show up to public comments and pretend that we do. So some people might call us apathetic. But please remember that we, the electorate, have called upon you. When we elected you, we called upon you to do the very tasks that we admittedly do not commit to do. Most of us, the regular residents, are not apathetic. We are not unengaged, and we are not un-American. In fact, we've done perhaps the most American thing in using our voice to cast a vote and choose among our peers representatives to make decisions for us. In this great country, we believe in government of the people, by the people, and for the people. In other words, you, the government that so many people are up in arms about being opposed to, are the people. You, the government leaders, are ours. You are one of us, elected by us, entrusted to us to make decisions for us. Please have courage and lead with resolve. Please think and analyze and study the issues. Please cast your votes and make your decisions when you know more than I do about those issues, even if I disagree with you when you make that decision. Trust the fact that I trusted you when I voted you into that office. Don't wait for me to come to every public comment or every city council meeting. Don't misread my absence as apathy. View it as my American citizenship serving its duty. There's nothing in the Constitution that says we all have to be at City Hall on Tuesday night. But the Constitution makes it very clear that people like me will elect people like you to be at City Hall on Tuesday night, to study the issues, to make the difficult decisions, not to ever ignore any voices, but to decide what to do with the voices you hear. You can respectfully listen and take opinions from all sides. And then, as I said at the beginning, don't give in and try to give anyone their way. Please remember, we have elected you to lead the way. Remember, we've elected you to decide on those issues on our behalf. We've elected you to lead at this time and for a time, and to make decisions that will quite honestly matter for all time. Now, my husband's time in public office was cut shorter than most of us would have liked. We see people coming and going, not always because of combat death, but you reach a term limit, or you choose to retire, or maybe another opportunity comes that presents itself where you're not able to fulfill the obligation of a city government leader. You'll be here for a while. Somebody else will take your place in time. So please remember why you're here at this time. Remember what you've been elected to do, and then trust your own ability to do it. Listen to all of the voices, hear everyone, seek input from all sides of the issues, and then trust the voice inside of you that helps you know how to make the decisions that are for the best good of your city and town, regardless of how many of us might agree. And if we truly disagree and have no idea what in the world you were thinking, let us know what you were thinking and prove to us you were thinking when you made those decisions. As you put in that work and that due diligence, you'll be able to withstand the test of time. You'll be able to withstand the storms and the angry public comments, even the lawsuits threatened against your city. Stand firm for what you know to be the best for your city. And when you're not sure, do a little more homework. If you don't know what enough residents think, don't just passively wait for them to show up on Tuesday night. Go find them. Ask them. Most of us love our country, we love our state, and we love our cities. In fact, we love our city enough that we elected you to lead us. So it's an honor to be here with you tonight. I'm grateful for the work you do. The longer my husband's been gone, the more aware I become of how difficult the job is. I'm grateful to have worked with many of you in this room as we've gotten Gold Star family memorial monuments throughout the state. I'm incredibly grateful and indebted to those of you in Weber and Davis County cities who have helped us host our own special 9/11 remembrance event. If you don't know what I'm talking about, come find me. I'm the redhead in the red dress. If you feel like you want to get in on the action, you're not too late. I would love to help any and all of you get such a monument in your city. And we're excited to announce that we'll be bringing our Remembering September 11th event to Salt Lake County next year, hosted by South Jordan City. So thank you for what you do. Thank you for who you are. Don't interpret the silent majority as apathy. Just remember, we trust you, we elected you, and we're rooting for you. Thank you.
Okay. All righty, ready?
Ready.
Okay. Revitalizing a community, Main Street, is a huge undertaking for local leaders. We know that. Especially combining that with a public gathering space, a legacy plaza, a big artistic mural, and flower boxes on each block. Another huge effort comes in instituting a renovation plan for the downtown district, encouraging investment from the business community.
This year's Taylor Service Award recipient is known as a placemaker, someone who identifies and nurtures the heart and soul of a community and works to make sure it thrives. Listen to this. In her role as a local leader, she has spearheaded construction of a new city hall with a library and community center, construction of a new fire station, a unified police force increasing enforcement while decreasing costs, creation of a city industrial park, city road improvements, cemetery improvements, and a Riverwalk public recreational trail where a tile dragon literally roars underneath a bridge.
Personally, she serves her community by volunteering for the Ann Sturba Cancer Foundation, the Governor's Ethics Review Commission, the Snow College Foundation, and one of the brightest stars on her list of accomplishments is seen in a historic theater on Main Street, the Casino Star Theater.
And I love this because this leader shares a passion for community arts in her community, promoting those arts and culture. She runs a nonprofit foundation dedicated to the renovation of that Casino Star, which is the city's historic landmark and community theater. We are pleased to present the 2022 Mayor Brent and Jennie Taylor Service Award to the Mayor of Gunnison, Utah, Lori Ney. Mayor Ney, please come join us on the stage for your award.
So well deserved.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Take you to the mic. You can say a few things.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Gotta use this.
What a surprise. Thank you so much for making this service award available to the good people that serve in their communities. And I feel so honored to be selected out of this incredible group of people that do so much for your communities too. So thank you so much, and carry on.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Mayor Lori Ney. Again, off script, Mayor Ney has been such an example and an inspiration to me, a mentor who I have watched while I've had the chance to serve in public service, and I marvel at the things she's accomplished. Well done. Congratulations. I just want to take a minute very quickly to note that previously this award has gone to Steve Fairbanks, former Sandy City Council member, the late Midvale Mayor Joanne Sagini, and former Richmond Mayor Jeff Young. And we are proud and honored now to add Mayor Ney to this prestigious list. I need to take a brief minute really quickly to also thank Jennie Taylor. She's a woman I love, she's inspirational, and she's doing great things. Please help me thank her. We're grateful to have her here and grateful for her efforts and her willingness to continue to remain engaged with us here at the Utah League of Cities and Towns. I know her heart is here, and I know Brent's heart was here. Thank you for continuing that legacy and being part of what we do here. The concert so far, what do you think? They're awesome, right? They're so good. It's been a treat.